Hey guys, we are gonna give this a go. I'm gonna try this out. I am actually recording myself in Zoom so that you can see what I'm doing. We're gonna give this a shot and see how it goes. So you should be open and looking at the how to build a SAM activity. This is a chance for us to kind of get a little bit of an idea as to how proteins are coded for by DNA. So we're going to look at how to take the DNA, turn it into mRNA, and then translate that into proteins. So we're going to be just transcribing DNA into mRNA and then translating that into the language of proteins. And it's going to require us to reference a couple of different charts. It's not a big deal once you really start getting going, okay? So I am going to flip to share my screen with the activity that we're looking at. And I think I should be able to close myself out, but I guess not. I guess you're still looking at me. Whatever, no big deal. All right, so gene number 1 is done for you, or gene A is done for you as an example. You can see my cursor kind of going there. So remember, DNA and RNA, everything is backwards. So if DNA says A, RNA hears U. DNA says C, RNA hears G. DNA says C, RNA hears G. So our first codon, those first 3 letters, go from A, C, C to U, G, G. The second codon, G, G, T, DNA says G, RNA hears the opposite, C. DNA hears, says G, RNA hears the opposite, C. DNA says T, RNA hears the opposite, A. So we go from G, G, T to C, C, A. T, A, T goes to A, U, A. Now, if that first piece was hard for you, what that's telling me is that you have not done the notes yet, and you haven't done the how to understand DNA without trying. Both of those things should be done before you attempt this lab, or you're really going to have a hard time with this. So this would be an example of a gene. This is a segment of DNA, and that segment of DNA codes for a protein. And how I figure out what protein that is I come down here to the universal genetic code chart. So this UGG, I come down to this chart and I go through, and here's U as my first base, U, my second base is G, my second base is G, and it codes for this amino acid TRP. So that's where this TRP comes from. CCA codes CCA codes for PRO, that's proline, it's an amino acid. So I now have TRP, PRO, and then AUA codes for MET. So I come down here, just gonna double check that one, AUA codes for MET. Right, so now the code chart, the amino acid sequence that I have is TRP, PRO, MET. Now, in the real world, that would mean absolutely nothing to you, but I've given you this kind of little chart down here. And on this chart, if you look for TRP, PRO, MET, that codes for hairless. So the SAM that we are creating is hairless. Now, I am gonna just kind of toggle over here for a second. I literally have a Zoom going on with 3 different cameras. This is a little silly. But here is my SAM. I'm trying to write around my iPad. But so my SAM is hairless. At this point, I have no trait to draw. I'm gonna do one more trait with you. so you can kind of see how this goes. And I believe I can actually annotate here just a little bit. So we're going to try this out. You know, why not? Make my text box a little bit smaller. And I have the DNA sequence AGC. So AGC, if DNA says A, RNA here's U. If DNA says G, RNA here's C. DNA says C, RNA here's G. I'm going to come over here and do the second codon. DNA says C, RNA here's G. DNA says G, RNA here's C. DNA says A, RNA here's U. Okay, so my, hey now. That should be my second set of mRNA sequence. So now what amino acids are those? UCG. So I'm going to come down, which I apparently can't do if I'm here. That's interesting. Go back to a mouse. Oh, look at that. And it's going to stay with me. All right. Well, that's, I guess, kind of useful. UCG. UCG codes for SER. GCU codes for GCU, GCU, ALA. So I have SER, ALA. This is actually downright comical. Get those back in position. Get me another text box. Right, we had SER and ALA. Okay, so this one's kind of quick and easy. It's only a 2 codon gene that would never exist in the real world, but that's okay. Here in our, fictitious land of fun and amusement, we can do whatever we want. All right, so SER-ALA, oh look, and it came down with me again. SER-ALA codes for plump. So I now have a hairless, plump, or chubby little Sam. So I am going to draw my plump Sam's body, and I'm totally cheating for you because now you have the beginning of your Sam. I'll do one more for you because, hey, why not? I do what I want. I got this nice cutie little 2 codon gene again. TTT codes for AAA. Doesn't get much better than that. AAC, we hear the opposite. A goes to U because RNA is weird. A goes to U, everything is backwards. C goes to G, everything is backward. Okay, there's my mRNA strand. I've now transcribed it. Let's translate it into an amino acid. Mouse down, it's going to travel with me because, hey, why not? AAA, A, codes for lysine. And I may as well just make a new text box. Hey. Lysine. May as well just make a new text box here because, it's going to follow me anyway. LYS. And then UUG codes for UG leucine, LEU. While it's down here, because, hey, why not? LYS, LEU is a 4-legged creature. So this codes for a gene for an organism that's going to have 4 legs. So I am now going to have a SAM that is plump. So it is hairless. Woo! Hey now. That didn't copy and paste the way I thought it would. That is not only plump and hairless, but it also, heavens, has 4 legs. All right, now your job, I'm going to toggle back over this way. I'm wondering if I can make that stop my screen sharing. All right, and let's actually see if I can get rid of my face, because really, who needs me? Well, that doesn't really work. Now you get a picture of me and my kids from a year ago. May as well go back to my mug. You joined me in Andy's room. Kudos to you, you can figure that out. So I have my Sam over here, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 legs on my Sam. Your job now is to figure out this plump, hairless Sam's, the rest of his genetic phenotypes. And all you need to submit to me is the picture of your Sam. I'll know whether you did the transcription and translation right, whether or not your Sam has the accurate phenotypes. All right, if you have issues with that, just let me know. Good luck, guys.